All right, Northwestern and Maryland. You should be putting up 500 yards and 3 touchdowns at minimum against that Middle Tennessee State team, and he didn't do that. Seth Hennigan in that game. All right, Northwestern and Maryland, another Big Ten Friday night college football Fox national TV game coming up here. Maryland 10-point home favorites, 45 the total in this game. I'm going to be stubborn with Northwestern because I do feel that this team is this is where you want it. This is the point spread range you want Northwestern. If you're going to back Northwestern, this is when you're going to do it. Is when they're getting double digits. Now, I know the last 2 times they've been double-digit underdogs. They failed to cover at Washington 24-5. But look, that's a Washington team that just had a nice, impressive win against Michigan. They played better in the loss against Rutgers on the road than you would think. They probably should have won that game. And then you look at Indiana, 41-24. I was impressed with Northwestern. Indiana's damn good, and they hung around for a majority of that game. Now, Curtis Rourke did what he did to a lot of teams against Northwestern, ripped them up through the air. But I was impressed with Jack Losh. Jack Losh was definitely improved from he was terrible against Washington on the road, but I thought he was a lot better against Indiana. 243 through the air, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. That's what you like to see. They still haven't been able to run the football. 93 rushing yards against Indiana, so that's going to have to improve. But you do look at this Maryland defense. Their run defense has been good. Their pass defense has been ripped. So maybe Jack Losh can have some success through the air here against this Maryland defense. Maryland, meanwhile, on the offensive side, in spite of losing Talia Tagovailoa, we've seen some good results from them. They're also off a bye week, worth noting. They haven't played since they lost Indiana. So both of these teams are coming off losses to the Indiana Hoosiers. But Billy Edwards has been very good throwing the ball. Roman Hemby, a very good running back for Maryland as well. You look at this Northwestern team, though, the defense is really what's kept this Northwestern team afloat. They're only giving up 93 rushing yards per game, 3.1 yards per carry. Now, their pass defense has been the shaky part. So it kind of feels like 2 teams that should be able to throw on the other team, but whoever's going to be able to run better against the other team is probably going to win and cover this game, because that's where the concerns are. Maryland and Northwestern defensively are both better against the run. The problem is, I think Maryland's got a little bit better running back than Northwestern does with Hemby. But Maryland off a bye is a good thing for them. I still don't fully like the idea of laying doubles with this team and this coach and Loxley necessarily, but I lean Northwestern. I don't know. I'm on the fence, though, because I'll admit Northwestern has failed to cover as double-digit dogs. I'm not sold the matchup's going to work for them. Maryland's at home on a Friday night, College Park. Place will be probably bumping a little bit more than you would normally have for a game against Northwestern. So it's a mild lean to Northwestern, but I don't know if I'm going to end up getting involved or moving ahead with a bet on it. What do you think here, C-Mac?
That's why I can't get involved, man. This isn't we're old enough to know. It's been the last, 3 years or so. Northwestern as a dog just has it covered, where it was just, you took them, especially at home. It just was just money.
Last year down the stretch they were, but not this year so far.
Yeah. They did, but still, now this is on the road, been a little bit different, but it's tough to watch them because the offense just hasn't been very good, and they're 1-4 ATS. They haven't covered anything, so that doesn't make me want them here. I didn't think this was enough points. Maryland, you mentioned off the bye. Edwards looked pretty good, I thought. He had like 350 in that game. He was slinging around. If he takes care of the ball, I think Maryland wins here. But man, I really don't want to lay 10. This is a pass for me.